ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Call of Duty Vanguard perk guide from your very own Shappy Gaming. Today, we are going to be talking about the Intel perk tree and what you should be running. If you missed the previous episode, be sure to check it out on the top right of your screen. I walked through the tactics perk tree, what I recommended, what I didn't. If you haven't already, be sure to check that out. In the next episode, we'll be talking about the supply perks, and hopefully we can teach you what you should use. With that said, let's get into it. The first perk we're going to be talking about today is Intuition. Your vision pulses when enemies are nearby. This effect occurs even through walls. Intuition is a perk that is exclusive to the Battle Pass. So if we zoom out to the Battle Pass, I can show you that Intuition can be unlocked in level 44 of the Battle Pass. That said, they may change that once this season ends, but as of today, that's when you can get it. When is Intuition valuable? Intuition is going to be valuable when you are playing game modes like Search and Destroy, where it is very important that you don't die. You might be hiding, you might be camping, you might be trying to find someone else. Intuition is going to help you in this particular instance. If someone's behind a wall and you're next to them, you'll know. If someone is trying to defuse a bomb and you're next to it, you'll know. However, is Intuition the best perk in this tree for trying to find out when enemies are near you? My answer? Probably not. And we'll get into that in just a bit, so stay tuned. The next perk that we're going to be covering, Tracker. Enemies leave behind a footprint trail. See markers at enemy death locations and hide the death markers of enemies you kill. Is this perk valuable? Well, the first part of this, enemies leave behind a footprint trail, might be. But I would argue that it's probably not going to be. And the reason I say that is in the majority of game modes that exist today, domination, hardpoint, control, patrol, etc., your enemy is going to be dead before you can chase them down. And so them leaving behind a footprint trail is probably just going to lead you to a dead body. Moreover, see markers at enemy death locations and hide the death markers of enemies you kill. If you're playing any objective-based game, this won't matter, because enemies are probably going to be going for the objective, in theory, and you're going to be killing them there. So, is this the best perk in this tree? No, I would probably say this is the worst. And we'll be getting into why in just a bit. But I do think there are other perks that you can run. The next one, Radar. Enemies appear on your minimap when they fire an unsilenced weapon. This is great. However, you can also get this with the UAV. So is it really worth it? I'll also call back to what I said earlier about when you are running in objective-based game modes. Does it matter? I would say no. Once you play these maps a couple times, you're going to have a pretty good idea of where people are. And if someone is shooting, odds are they're probably already dead. So, is Radar the best perk in this tree? I don't particularly think so. It's definitely a useful one, especially if you are playing a game mode like Search and Destroy. But I think there's a better perk in this tree for that. And that is High Alert. High Alert is an incredibly valuable perk because it helps you turn on different enemies. High Alert works such that your vision pulses when enemies outside of your view see you. And honestly, that's the most important time for you to know when an enemy's near you. So is Intuition really valuable? I would argue that it's less valuable than High Alert. High Alert has saved my life in this game countless times, and I run it constantly. So maybe I'm a little bit biased, but I would argue that High Alert is one of, if not the best perk within the Intel tree. But there are others that are good, and we'll be getting to them shortly. The next one we're going to cover is Engineer. Detect enemy equipment, field upgrades, and kill streaks through walls. Mark them for your team by aiming down sights, and hack enemy equipment and field upgrades. So this is a very niche use case. In this game, you don't see a lot of people running real equipment that are valuable to hack. Additionally, field upgrades, I mean, most people are probably running Cypher. If they're not running Cypher, then they're going to be running Armor, neither of which is really going to help you with Engineer. So I would argue that the utility of this is really kind of diminished by what you're seeing in-game. Kill streaks through walls, same thing. You're going to be seeing dogs if someone has a UAV. You're going to be probably seeing dogs because they're going to come at you. So really, what is the value in this? I would argue not great. If someone has a flame knot, you're going to see them on your mini-map. And marking them for your team, I just don't see the value in Engineer. This would probably be towards my bottom of the list. And let's get on to the next one. Forward Intel. See indicators for enemy reinforcements on your minimap. Minimap shows a larger area. This perk is incredibly valuable. And the reason that it's valuable is in a lot of the game modes in Call of Duty Vanguard, spawns are essential. And enemies will spawn in every which direction. I know we've been there. So forward intel will give you a pretty good idea of where your enemies are going to spawn. If spawns flip, you just have to look at your minimap. You'll get a nice little rectangle that'll show you exactly where the enemies are spawning now. This will help you so you don't get spawn flipped and then caught off guard and killed by someone behind you. I might even say that this could be as useful, if not more beneficial, than High Alert. And namely because spawns flip all the time, especially in game modes like Domination or TDM, where things can change at the flip of a hat. And so you never know where the enemies are going to be. But forward intel will show you where they are, and it'll give your minimap a larger area, so if someone's coming to you and you don't know, you'll know now. The next perk that we're going to be covering is Piercing Vision. Sufficiently suppressed targets will be highlighted for a short time, rendering them visible through walls and obscuring effects. This is a very, very valuable perk in this game. And the reason that it's valuable is that not only can you suppress targets simply by shooting a couple bullets in them, I believe you can also suppress them with explosive damage, fire damage, or tactical damage. And so if someone has taken any damage really at all, you can probably see where they are. And if you're running FMG or FMJ, which you probably are in this game, you can shoot through the wall and kill them. It's like having wall hacks, but better. And the obscuring effects of incendiary grenades and such aren't such a big deal because you can see the red outline of the enemy that you are trying to shoot. Piercing Vision is incredibly valuable and will help you finish off enemies at a distance or up close that you may have hit but didn't kill. So, with that said, let's get into a match. We'll run the top 3 perks, which I would say are Piercing Vision, Forward Intel, and High Alert. And that way, you can see which one you want to run and how all of them work. So, with that, let's hop into a quick TDM match for you to see. Let's get into it, Shappy Squad. As a reminder, if you haven't already, be sure to click that subscribe button right here. I appreciate it, and it makes it so you don't miss our upcoming videos. As I mentioned earlier, we will be covering the other perks, such as the supply tree, and that will be linked at the end of this video. So if you haven't already, be sure to click that subscribe button. It helps me, and it helps you not miss any new content. Awesome, we found a match here. As you can see, I did change my clan tag to YouTube if you'd like to join. I do play with subscribers, and if you're subscribed, I will absolutely have a game with you. So I think we're going to use our MP40, and we're going to run Dauntless. If you haven't seen my recommendations in previous videos, be sure to check it out. I did a whole rundown of the tactics perk tree and what you should use and what you probably shouldn't. Okay, loading level. Let me know in the comment section below which perks you find you're running today and what you think the best perks in each tree are. As always, this is just my belief, but if you have something you like better, let me know. Okay, running our MP40 and our first test is going to be piercing vision.
Team deathmatch. Eradicate all threats. Let's hone those skills. We're in the lead.
Any enemies? See? Oh, wow, he lit up. Wow. That was so helpful. I don't know if I would have gotten that kill without him lighting up. That was easy. Saw he slid away. This will also help you see if enemies are going to come back. Although that guy totally did just come back and kill me. I think my biggest frustration with this perk is probably that the red light doesn't last long enough. It does help you make sure you're staying on target, which I appreciate. Oh, wow. There we go. Can't finish my kills. Got him. Oh, no. You got me. Okay, Shappy Squad, let's change our perks. I think you guys have seen piercing vision. Now let's check out high alert. Jump over here. I think I was still using piercing vision. Oh, I know there's an enemy right there now, because it lit up. Well, not anymore.
Don't look now.
Teammate called a bombing run. Heads up.
Okay, I just went for a finisher. Oh, I saw there were enemies behind me. I didn't turn around fast enough. But I was able to see it, and that's what matters. Okay. Oh, still got credit for the kill. We love to see it. There we go. Seems we do have some enemies right below us. Okay. So I think you guys have seen high alert now. I think you understand how it works. I personally really like it. Okay. So if you look at the top of my mini-map right now, on the top left, you can see there's a large square, and that will show you where enemies are spawning. That's really valuable in my book. Aww. However, it doesn't show you that there are enemies right next to you, but it shows me that the spawn is over on the other side of the map, which means that I don't necessarily have to worry about getting killed from behind. And I can run over there and see if I can get a spawn trap set up. Spawn on my left.
Hostile recon in the air. Spies in the sky.
That was not bad at all. So it showed me where my enemies were spawning. And that way, I could not only make sure that I was not going to get caught off guard, but it also widened my radar so that I can see further away. And I am just terrible at aiming with the MP40, but that's okay. You guys will have to excuse that. None of these perks will make you a better player. They just help augment your experience. Oh, come on, Shappy. Looks like this match is coming to an end shortly. Oh, spawn behind me. Perfect example of how this spawn flips can get captured in this game. There we go. I know he's gone. And there's the win. I hope that you've enjoyed. I really think that the top 3 perks that I would use are Piercing Vision, the one that I was just running, which I can't remember the name of course, and the High Alert. High Alert is really valuable in that if an enemy is looking at you, they're probably going to start shooting at you. If you're going to get killed from behind, High Alert's going to let you know in advance. And I personally feel that's really valuable. More valuable than something like Intuition, which will just let me know there's an enemy near me. I probably know there's an enemy near me, but I don't know if the enemy's going to kill me. As always, I am going to vote for myself. And, oh, come on. Let's get everyone. Nope, not everyone got MVP. That's okay. Not meant to be. But let's get out of here so I can wrap it up for you all. If you have stuck around, please be sure to hit that subscribe button on the bottom right of your screen. And as I mentioned, the perks I would recommend are High Alert, Forward Intel, and Piercing Vision. And please note, it does depend on your playstyle. Some people will prefer Piercing Vision to High Alert. Personally, I prefer it. Some people will want Forward Intel. I think it all depends on the game modes you're playing and how you play. If you've enjoyed, be sure to click that subscribe button. We will be covering the supply perk tree, and I know you don't want to miss that. Thank you. Shappy out.